In May of 2025, I posted a question in a Discord chat asking, as someone blind getting into Hoyo games, what would be a good beginning game to start? And the response I received was Honkai Star Rail. What?
Catch my breath and hold it for me. I'm wasting my time trying to make up my mind.
By the general definition, a good video game consists of good gameplay, story, and technical execution. What if I told you that this game only has one of those? Honkai Star Rail is a video game best described as a game without playing a game. Truly a feat only accomplishable by the wizards of copy source material. Honkai Star Rail is an overlooked game made by the same people that brought you Social Impact and Gunnerbait. Honkai Star Rail is not a video game that fundamentally you will not enjoy. In fact, I can almost guarantee you will not like it. Why? The average attention span of a human being is around 8 to 12 seconds. This is important because the game's average story can consist to 10 to 50 hours worth of characters talking. I think when I play a video game, I expect to play the game, use my fingers and the ability to use my mind to traverse the difficult enemies they throw at us. But in order to get to the awesome fights that are in this game, we gotta sit and wait. Sit and wait and sit and wait and sit and wait. I made this a reoccurring bit on my live streams where we clock in how long it would take to get to a fight scene. It could take 20 minutes, it could take an hour, it could take up to 2.5 hours of talking just to get to a fight. Literally any fight, any enemy, even the optional ones.
Yes, all right, fight. 3 hours, 34 minutes, mark it down on, oh fuck.
A portion of time is dedicated to figuring out puzzles in a room, only get to another room with another puzzle in it, and then we get to fly spaceships and shit. And then, oh look, cool cutscene, good boss fight, long rambling at the end of story, good game, 10 out of 10. My problem is that this game would be Game of the Year running for the past 3 years if Hoyo actually gave a shit about it. This single studio has 5 live service games and expect the 50 employees working on them to create new maps, new characters, new animations, everything in like 40 days. Like, guys, chill, take your time. And you know what's even better? After the 122.5 hours I spent to finish this main story of the game, the real fun comes at the end game content, after everything. These modes provide a bit of actual skill and team building performances with the characters. See, Honkai Star Rail has a better turn-based style game than your grandma's favorite Pokemon game that makes the cohesion of certain characters and attributes fleshed out to complement and support each other. There's your main DPS, a support DPS, an amplifier, and a sustain. Used correctly, you can clear the entire game, if anything, the entire story single-handedly. I use the character Finon throughout most of my experience because he is what I like to call the franchise. This guy is the all-star, the MVP, the greatest of all time. He dunks that shit. You could say LeBron's your favorite, but mine's his white-haired god killer. The purpose of this guy is to juice him up with all the buffs and quickly get him to activate his ultimate. Oh yeah, every character has an ultimate and it makes me want to put them in a video montage. Finon's ultimate consists of him turning into a final boss and defeating his enemies with the fall of a star. If the enemy somehow miraculously survives that, then they are met with a black fucking hole. He is what people describe as when you unlock the final boss, but done right. That's not all. There are many characters in Honkai Star Rail. Some I would smash and others I would pass. Some teams play differently than others. Ever heard of DOD? It's like injecting your enemies with AIDS because the enemy will slowly die over time. You hit the enemy, and then at the start of their turn, they lose damage. They lose damage if they attack. They lose damage if they breathe. All in this method only works if you're not on a time limit and would like to beat the boss in a marathon, not a sprint. Speaking of sprints, have you ever heard of death? Pair her with a goth girl, a Hello Kitty girl, and a novelist, and you get the most OP team in the game. That is, if you can get the characters. Hey kids, do you want to play this cool character in the video game? Well, you can, if you can wait for them to reroll. That's right, every character is locked and can only be accessible if God allows them to be. See, how obtaining a new character works is that every update, up to 2 to 4 characters get thrown into the shop. Either they are new or returning. The point is, there's a limited time to pull these characters because after 40 days, they are gone forever. Locking half the playable characters is a bold choice, and you better have enough pulls to attempt to get them because yeah, your chances of getting these characters are there, but I can't say they're fucking favorable. But if you get a small percentage chance to actually get the character, Even when you get the rarity, you now have a 50% chance of getting exactly what you want, or you get one of these bums. Think about it like this. If you play Street Fighter, you're given 4 characters to start. But in order to get a small portion of the cast that aren't really competitively good, you must complete a certain part of the story or complete a challenge. Then the rest, you must spend hours at a time collecting these little stamps to turn in for a pack of random shit. And you basically Pokemon draw for a new good character. Because I am a YouTuber with a small following, the gods blessed me with fine riches and some 4-leaf clover luck that I use to build shitty teams with garbage characters.
Introducing the Goon Squad!
Not to mention the crickets of the Honkai Star Rail community hyping up each character like it's the coming of God, only for them to be dog shit and everybody forgets about it after a week. The characters themselves are also a mixed bag. The cast assorted in this game can be deduced into 2 different categories, the males and the females. Get it? But seriously, let me talk about the characters. And I have 3 characters that I have immense investment and care towards. But then there are some characters who only exist just to do that. Exists. Take the story of Sunday, someone whose faith has led him to tear his relationship with his family. Compare this story to, well, let's say, a Redditor, and you see where I might draw the fucking line. Anaxagoras is my favorite character in the game since he hates everyone and is too smart to really care about his own death. And then you got High Sealans, who is a weapon that's used by the chess lady, and all she does is talk about fish. Do you see what the problem is?
The Imperator will invite you to attend the meeting of delegates to discuss the flame chase journey.
Even though this game has too much story and not enough gameplay, it's the only thing that's keeping me interested. I told you, I like stories, and half of this game is watching cool cutscenes, but it's not going to keep people engaged from this ever so long novelist you're continuing to write. What Honkai lacks in a game is a proper story with well-written characters not meant to make you feel insufferable, but to you, that make you feel like reading Shakespeare. I must applaud all the voice actors that may or may not have a job at the moment of some of the shit they had to say. I know a thing or two about words, but some of the vocabulary Hoyo makes up is biblical levels of bullshit. The lore in this game is second to H.P. Lovecraft in that there is so much you will not comprehend. You will need a 52-hour playthrough to understand, and no, this is not the full game. It is some of the most well-written, carefully crafted storytelling you can ever find, but to the average gamer, this is not the most appealing to any part of a video game. So why do I play it? Why did I spend the better part of my year, many nights to do dailies and to pull for anime waifus? Why did I ever listen to that message way back then? Why did I dive headfirst into a genre that's not well received in the eyes of the public? Why do I care? This game sucks. The gameplay has an option that allows the game to play itself. You know it's bad. The story treads on longer than what it should. The endgame isn't really as replayable as it should, but god damn it, I care. I care about these characters. I care about their conflicts. I care about the mission. I care about the goals. I care about this game. I only wish this game the absolute best because I love it so damn much. It's the long story. It's the characters. It's the world that's created. I can scream to the moon about how this game sucks, but I still love it. The greatest thing in the world are never perfect, and this means everything to me.